I love to feature ultra affordable watches here on my channel from time to time. Today I have two watches going for around $150 and $170 that get carbon fiber elements. One of them actually gets forged carbon fiber dial and bezel, which is pretty incredible considering the price. So let's flip the camera and take a look at two watches that are very, very affordable. So I recently did a video where I talked about watch snobbery here on my channel, and in that video I mentioned quartz movements. So a lot of people don't like to feature quartz movements or don't like quartz movements in general because obviously it's not as desirable as a mechanical movement. However, today I have two watches that I want to show you that are quartz watches, and they are really well made, and I think really appealing, especially considering the price. These are from Simply Carbon Fiber, or SCF, and these are stainless steel and carbon fiber watches. So you can see the dials are made out of carbon fiber, the bezels are made out of carbon fiber, or at least the inserts are made out of carbon fiber, and the rest of the case is made out of stainless steel with a coating on it. So I believe it's probably a PVD or an ion plating. However, it does look really good. This one is in a gray color, this one is in a black color, and then you have applied indices, you have chapter rings on here, everything lines up, and of course you get hands that are sort of segmented. Those are actually filled with Lume. This one gets a little bit of an orange accent. This is more of a stealthy version on a black leather strap with a black coated buckle as well. It's really not a cheap buckle. It's a milled buckle as well. It's a solid piece of metal. It's not pressed. And then you get a really nice leather strap on here, which they did a really good job with. A stainless steel case back, so the whole entire watch is stainless steel, and even the crown is signed. A lot of little details on here. You do have a date at the 3 o'clock. It does get a Japanese quartz movement inside, which is pretty good. I believe it's a Miyota movement from what I can see. This is the I guess gray version. You also get a gray strap on here, very similar to the black strap. You get quick release on the strap as well, which is really great. Again, same coating on the buckle as the case. It sort of looks like it's bead blasted, but I think it is a coating that they put on here. Obviously it is a quartz movement, so obviously the crown is a push-pull. This is only 50 meters of water resistance, and you do get a mineral crystal, so it's a hardened mineral crystal, but at the price, I think that is definitely forgivable. Talking about price, the price on this watch is $149 going up to $169, depending on the coating and the look of the watch. I think this one is $169. I think this one is $149. I have no idea how they figure out that pricing, but that's what these cost. So very, very inexpensive. Let's do quick measurements. I'll measure one of them so you guys know what these actually measure in at. You get crown guards on here, but the bezel actually is the same size as the case. So this is a 42 millimeter watch. They really don't add any of these details on their website. They probably should because it's pretty important. So 10.4 millimeters thick, and then a lug to lug, obviously a true lug to lug on this of around 49.1 millimeters in the crown, on the smaller side for a 42 millimeter watch. Actually, really on the small side for a 42 millimeter watch. 58 millimeters. So I would like to see a bigger crown on this, but other than that, really not that bad. And especially, like I said, considering the price. These are very, very affordable and pretty stylish watches that are nicely made. They're substantial actually, because they are carbon fiber, but they are pretty substantial. And you have really interesting lugs on here. They're sort of stepped lugs. They did a really good job in designing these watches at a very affordable price. So very quickly, let me show you the watch that I have on my wrist today, and then we will do a quick Lume shot because these actually do get Lume. Very quickly, I have a mechanical watch on today. This is Wicked Watch Co. This is the Pearl Diver in bronze, just a really cool watch. With a, I believe this gets the STP movement. Yeah, I believe this is the STP movement. But just a beautiful watch. Very, very nicely made. But these are very nicely made, and they're actually pretty substantial, as I mentioned. They are made out of stainless steel. You get a pretty substantial case, so they don't feel like a cheap watch on your wrist, even though, you know, the price is well under $200. This is a very sort of nicely made watch for that price. Quartz movement, Japan, 42 millimeters, around 10 millimeters thick, obviously. Not a very thick watch either because they are a quartz movement, but on wrist, these do look very, very good, as you can see. And the coating is very nice on here as well. I like the color of this case. So that's the gray one, and then of course the black one, and then we will throw this on my wrist, and then we'll do a little bit of a Lume shot. This has a little bit of a stiffer bracelet. The gray bracelet is a little bit less stiff, but this will break in, I would imagine. It is real leather at $149, which is very good. All black, so very stealthy look. You have that carbon fiber, black carbon fiber dial, which is glossy, and then the insert is glossy. The carbon fiber on this is darker than the carbon fiber on here. So they actually, you know, even change the color of the carbon fiber per the design of the watch. So again, attention to detail. They actually put some, you know, attention into these watches, and I do appreciate it. So very quickly, let's do a Lume shot and then wrap up the video. So on my right, I have the gray version. That is a forged carbon fiber, by the way. So the dial and bezel on this one is forged carbon fiber. I think that's probably the reason why it's more expensive. You could see that when you actually light it up a little bit. And then this is a weaved carbon fiber on the black. So that's the price differences between the two. So that's why there's a $20 price difference. I really like the gray version. I think it's really good looking. The black version is really not my style, but it's still just as nice as the gray version, you know, quality wise. Of course, the Lume, not very good on here. It's a $149 watch. Lume is very expensive, but the fact that they actually lume the hands, pretty cool. I think that's really cool. All in all, for $149, you know, Japanese movement, stainless steel case with a coating on it. You're getting forged carbon fiber on the more expensive one, and then of course carbon fiber on the less expensive one in the bezel and the dial. Really nice leather straps on here. It's not really sort of a cookie cutter watch design, and it's $149. But you can see the Lume is fading very, very quickly. So that is something to keep in mind. The only thing I would definitely change on these watches, maybe put a larger crown, add more Lume to the hands, maybe add Lume somewhere on the dial. That would be really cool. And then that's really it. Maybe add a sapphire crystal, but then I think this would be a lot more expensive if they added a sapphire crystal, because sapphire crystals are very expensive. It is a hardened mineral crystal, so it's like a K1 mineral crystal that you would get from, or Hardlex that you would get from Seiko. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of these watches? What do you think of the brand itself? I know usually they make accessories, not watches, but I think they're trying to get into watches. So here we are. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.